I saw an interview with a guy named Yair Unsbacher, and he said Simchas Torah in the morning he woke up and he was going to shul. And then he hears a siren, which is not unusual in Israel, unfortunately. Then he started to see different signs. And he said, I went into my house and said, there's a war, I'm going to be fine, I got to go. And 5 minutes later, he was out of the house on the way down to the south. And he went to the kibbutzim where the massacres were happening. He mobilized others. It seems like he killed many terrorists. And he was describing, he said, one of the kibbutzim, he went in to a house, and there was a few families who were hiding in a bomb-sheltered room. And if the ceiling was good, many of them were saved that way, because the terrorists couldn't get in, or at least it was very hard for them to get in, so they went to other destinations. And he says the people inside didn't want to let him in because, as you know, the terrorists came dressed, many of them in Israeli uniforms. So they didn't want to open up. And then he started to speak about Hoshana Rabbah and Shmini Atzeres and Simchas Torah until he convinced them that he was one of their brothers. And he says they opened up the door. They were there for hours and hours and hours. And he says what I did was, I just went over and I kissed every single one. And they kissed me. He said, now wherever I go, I have one craving. I want to kiss every single Jew I meet. And he said, and I realized that that's the truest sentiment of the Jewish people. And what often happens with us is we live on different vibrations. I can live on a vibration of guilt, of shame, of fear, of paralysis. These are vibrations, but it's a very low vibration. Love, empathy, connectedness, openness is a much higher vibration. We can all live on different vibrations. What happened in this time of crisis is it touched us to the core. So people respond with their core. And on a core level, really all Jews want to do when they meet another Jew is kiss them, hug them, embrace them. What Yair Unsbacher was saying is that the organic, authentic state of the Jewish people has emerged now in a very, very powerful way. And the reason is because everybody knows exactly how you feel when you read about a child being kidnapped to Gaza, how you feel when you read about the Jews murdered or wounded. And people say, I understand if it's a relative, I understand if I know somebody. It doesn't have to do with that. There's something that's deeper than anything else, and that's the state of oneness of the Jewish people. A divine people that is organically connected forever. And therefore the relationship is very powerful.
TheYeshiva.net